Why is community so important to you?
Community is important not only because they're there in your highs, but they're there in your lows, and they're there to keep you accountable. So, you could be going through such a tough season, and they're going to be there for you, remind you who you are, whose you are, and just kind of keep you in check, because you lose sight of yourself, you lose who you are sometimes, and there's someone right next to you reminding you what you want to be, who you aspire to be, and who you want to continue being like. We had zero idea. I think that initially it was complete fear of the unknown, because if you have the flu, you're like, okay, I'm going to take this medication, go to this doctor, and we'll be good. But just because of how new this was, we were just so afraid of, it wasn't just one person, it was like all 5 of us had the same, we're all in the same boat. But I think after that shock and that fear had set in, it was really concerned about, who did I see? Who was I around? Who do I have to text? Who do I have to call? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. And, trying to figure out, okay, how do I form this? How am I going to word this long thing that says you might have it because of me? And all this is just bearing down on you and weighing down on you. And thankfully, the community that I was around, which was very small within the church, was so really just patient with me, it's okay, we'll figure this out together. And I think that was really eye-opening to me, because I sat there and I talked to myself. I was like, I can't believe you would do this. I can't believe you would put people through this. I can't believe you hung out that one friend that one Friday to go get a coffee, and now you have to send her this long text because you put them at risk. So I think that just really set apart, and that's the initial, once everything set in, my worry was just, who was I around? Who could I have hurt? Who did I come in contact with? I think my personality is very up and out and super bubbly and super just yelling and screaming, having fun all the time. And I think for the first time I was like, what do I need right now? And it's very rare that I kind of pop into my friends. I'm like, hey, I need this. It's very difficult for me to say, I need this from you. But I think one of the first people was Catherine. I texted her out of nowhere. As soon as I found out I had it, I was like, what do I do? And she was like, I'm praying for you. It's okay. You'll get through this. Who have you seen, And I think that initially I was like, I need someone to pray for me. There's nothing else you can do. There's no medication you can take. There's nothing else but prayer that was going to help in that moment. So I think holding on to that really, really helped, but also just really grasping on tight to that community that was next to us, that thankfully we had someone to pray for us. It wasn't some random people that were like, hey, it's we saw them every single week, There's someone that knew us so personally, that were like, my brother-in-law, my sister, my nephew, my sister, everyone, So it was super amazing, and that we're able to hold on to that prayer, knowing it wasn't just us. We weren't alone in this prayer for ourselves. We had this whole community around us praying for us as well.